All right, so here's a practice sheet that we're gonna just practice using our protractor on, okay? The first figure here is, looks like it's parallel lines, and it's got another line kind of intersecting through both of those, all right? What I wanted to do here is to show you how I can measure points. Let me zoom in here so you can see. I wanna measure two angles here. I wanna measure this angle, WYX, and I want to measure XYZ, right? So basically what it comes down to is I want to measure this angle and I want to measure this angle right to there, okay? All right, let's try to use what we know about angles to help us out here. First of all, I'm going to make this my baseline. So I'm going to turn the entire paper around. You can do the same. All right. So now I want to choose one of these angles to measure. This one or this one, all right? So it looks like I got to extend this line a little bit, so I'll do that. All right, extend that one out. Just wish they would make them long so I didn't have to do this, but it is what it is. Okay, extend that one out a little bit, and I'll extend this one out a little bit. Take a moment and feel free to do the same, okay? Zoom out so you can see that. All right. So now I have turned the entire paper around. I've got this straight line here, and I've got this angle that I want to measure there. Okay, so I got to figure out what this angle is, or this angle. Okay, so what I'm going to do is place my compass down on this vertice of Y right there. Okay, do that, and line up. You want to line up your outside of your protractor out here and in here and make sure it's good. And then I see that it comes out right about, I gotta bring this one out further. Okay, comes out right about there, which is, there's 140, but if I count up this way, it's like 141, 142, that's not right, because it's between 140 and 130. So it's actually going to be in the 130 area here. Or actually, it's not going to be either of those. I'm measuring this small angle right here. This is an acute angle, so I know it's less than 90 degrees, right? So I'm measuring from here to here. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42. So this angle right here is 42 degrees. Right, okay? And then, now I need to know what this angle measurement here is, here to here. You see that? From X, Y, Z. There's two ways I can do this. I can actually use my protractor to measure it, or what is the measurement of a straight angle? Do you remember? It's that measurement of a straight angle. That's right. If you said it's 180, you'd be right. So a straight angle is 180 degrees. Now if I subtract this 42 degrees, from 180, won't I end up with this angle measurement? Well, let's check. All right, so 180 minus 42, see what we get. 0 minus 2, I can't do. Cross out the 8, make it a 7. 10 minus 2, I can. 8. 7 minus 4 is 3. 1 minus nothing is 1. It's 138 degrees. So I just came up with the degree for this angle here is 138 degrees. So let's see if I'm right. Let's go back. And I'm going to put down my protractor in this little area. Good. Line up and see. Yeah, see it's between 140 and 130. That angle right there is right there, 138 degrees. So it's right. Great, so I know a straight angle is 180 degrees, so if I have one of those angles, I can subtract to find the other one. Cool. All right, let's check out figure 2. Figure 2 is angle BAC. Now with this, I'm gonna turn it. Actually, I'm gonna extend my sides to make sure that I'm good. So it fits my protractor. Did this the last time, right? And I'm gonna turn the entire paper so I can do this, all right? So right there like that. Looking at my paper sideways and line up this. Cool. I know this angle is an acute angle. See that? It's less than 90. I know that. So it's got to be less than the right angle. So I'm going to line that up. Get that together. See where it comes through. So 10, 20, 30, 40. There's 50. So it looks like it's like 46 degrees. Right in there. Okay. Let's check out our circular protractor. See if I get the same. I'm going to line up this bottom one with the 0. Remember, a circular protractor goes around 130 degrees, 136 degrees. Line it up. Looks like I got the same, about 46 degrees. 45, 46. All right, it's right there. Pretty neat. Okay, so it doesn't really matter which one I use, right? All right, check out this one. 3. This one is DEF. All right, for DEF. Let's see how this works out. This is an obtuse or an acute angle. That's right, this is an obtuse angle. So I know my answer is going to be higher than 90. All right, so I'm going to put my thing in there, my little protractor. Oh, got to extend that line. Keep forgetting to do that. And I'll extend this line. There we go. Then, now I can measure. Let me get my nice, line up my vertice right here in that middle cross. Get that together. And see that, ooh, this comes right between that 60 and 120. So which one am I gonna do? Is it 60 or 120? All right, I don't know if you can see that or not. See how that's right between there, that's 60 and 120. So if this is an obtuse angle, it's gotta be higher than 90, so it can't be 60. It's gotta be exactly 120 degrees, right? Yeah, that's true. All right, now, let's take a look at this one. This one is a really big angle. Look, they want us to measure from here all the way around to there. Well, I got a different way to think about this one, you know? My protractor isn't that big. Look, it goes past it. Now, what I could do is use my circular protractor. You know, I could definitely measure it this way. But I don't want to do that. Who has a circular protractor to use? All right, besides me. You don't have them. So how could I measure this? Well, when I can measure this angle to this angle, I need to realize that what's the distance all the way around? How many degrees is all the way around a circle? How many degrees is a full circle, this right here? That's right. If you said 360 degrees, you'd be right. So I know that if I know going all the way around is 360 degrees, if I measure this SRQ angle this way, right, just turn the entire paper over, I'll be able to figure out what the angle is from here all the way to there. So watch this. Let's measure this angle. Everybody get your protractors on there and measure it up. Let's see what you get. All right. It looks like I got 130 degrees. Check to see if I'm right, but I look at this. This is an obtuse angle, right? It's bigger than 90. So I know it needs to be bigger than 90 degrees, and I'm getting 130 degrees. So that angle right here, from here to here, is 130 degrees. So now that I know that angle, how do I figure out the distance from here all the way to there, the other side? Well, I know that all the way around is 360, so can't we do something similar to what we did up here? Can't we just subtract 130 from this? Yeah, that's right. So if I take that 130 degree angle and subtract it, I'll end up with 230 degrees. So this angle is 230 degrees. Pretty cool, all right? I can check it using my circular protractor, see if I'm right. Okay, so I'm gonna find my 0 there. Line my 0 up right here. Get this higher so you can actually see it, okay? Cool, then I'm gonna zoom in. And we're gonna come all the way around past 180. Come all the way around here. And see what I end up with. 210, 220, 230. Right, do you see it? Lands right on 230. Pretty neat. So that's what I got, 230 degrees. Cool. Okay, so let's jump into our problem. So here is our objective for today. So we measured some angles, and now we're going to construct some angles using our protractor, okay? So construct angles that measure the given number of degrees. For problems 1 through 4, use the ray shown as one of the rays of the angles with its endpoint as the vertex of the angle. Draw an arc to indicate the angle that was measured. Okay, so here's this angle right here. I see the rays going out this way, okay? I'm just gonna zoom on this little area right now. Okay, so I know that this is the endpoint that we need to share. And I need to be at 30 degrees, all right? Any suggestions on how we need to get this done? Right, so what I wanna do is put my protractor right on there and make this ray that's already drawn for me the base point, the 0 array. And then I wanna get 30 degrees. So what I need to do is go up to 30 degrees, which is right here. Put a little tick mark at the end. I call that a little tick mark. Then I'm gonna pull my array away, or my protractor away. I'm gonna use the straight part of that protractor and connect the points, the one that I just drew, the little tick mark, and my arrow. And then I'm gonna draw another ray. Make sure I put that arrow on the end. Good, and there's my 33-degree angle. Now it wants me to put a little arc right there to show the 33-degree angle. And if I double check it by measuring it, I'll end up, I bet you, with exactly 30 degrees. See how that works? Pretty cool. All right. Nice. Now this angle is going the opposite direction, and we need to come up with a 65-degree angle. Remember what we do? Put an endpoint down there. Get your trusty old protractor out. Line up to 0. Nice and good there, right? And 65. So there's 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 65. Put a little tick mark at the top. Pull my protractor away. And then use the straight edge to connect them. Put my pencil down first, right where I want it. Bring the protractor in. Line up at the top. There. Make that little point. All set. And then this is my 65-degree angle. Just like that. All right. Cool. Down here, now these two up here are acute angles. These two are greater than 90. So they're obtuse angles. All right, so let's get that a shot. So this angle here looks like that it's slanted down. So I'm gonna turn my paper a little bit so it's nice and flat. I'm gonna put a little point there where the ray is. And I wanna get 108.15 degrees. So I'm gonna put my protractor down on the 0. Oh, it's upside down. There, right on the 0. Then find 115. So there's 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 120. Oop, went past 120. So it's between 120 and 110. Put a little tick mark. Pull my protractor away. Tilt my page so I can line it up and make a straight line. Put my pencil down first. Bring my protractor in and connect the lines. Done. And then I put my arrow in. Good. Yeah. All right, and the last thing I need to do is show the 115-degree angle with an arc. All right, now finally down here is 135 degrees. Put my little point in. There's my ray. I tilt my entire page so it's nice and flat with my belly. I use my protractor. Place it right on the 0. And then I'll find 135. So it's 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. 110, 100, 110, 120, 130, 5. Right between 130 and 140. Then I connect those two dots, that little tick mark and my endpoint. There. And then this is my 135-degree angle. There. Great. All right, now let's do the back. All right, I'm gonna do one of these, and then I'm gonna let you pause it and let you guys do the rest, and then go from there, okay? Okay, so here we're gonna do this, pretty much the same thing, but we don't have a starting point, so you gotta create one. So I'm gonna make it easy on myself. I'm gonna draw a nice flat little ray, okay? So that's that, nice flat little ray. Put an endpoint in, put an arrow on one end, okay? Now I need to make a 5-degree angle. Boy, that's gonna be a really thin angle, isn't it? So I'm gonna put my protractor up, I'm gonna get that 0, and I'm gonna go to 5. 5 is right here, right? Let me zoom in. Five is right there. So I'm gonna put a little tick mark there. Okay. Then I'm gonna pull it away. Now I gotta make and turn this whole thing. It's easier for me to make straight lines when I turn the paper. Put my pencil on the point. Bring my protractor in, lean it against my pencil. Bring my protractor down to that point and connect them. There. There's my 5-degree angle. Tiny, tiny angle. Isn't that funny? Yeah, pretty cool. All right, your job now is to complete this. You're gonna do the rest. All right, you got 175 greater than 90, so it's obtuse. You got 27, 117, and you've got 48 degrees, and you got 132 degrees, okay? All right, kids, go ahead and do this. Make sure that your teachers can walk around the room and check in on you and see how you're doing. And come back here when you're done, and we'll go over it and see how you did. All right, we'll be right back. Teachers, pause now. All right, here we are, we're back. So here's our 175 degrees. It looks very close to 180, doesn't it? Well, to make it 180 degrees, just add 5 more to be a perfectly straight line. Looks almost like a straight line. All right, 27 degrees just looks something like this. 117 degrees looks something like that. 48 degrees should look something like this, and then 132, something like that, okay? All right, well, that's it for today, all right? Tomorrow I'll be back, and we'll talk about, we'll start using a clock, actually, to talk about angles a little bit, all right? Okay, kids, nice job today. We will see you tomorrow. Have a good night.